I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the number one wrestling podcast formerly on Pornhub, Smackin It Raw. I feel like dog shit. I feel like dog shit that was produced after dog ate horse shit. So we're going to get through this show. We're going to have a good time. But don't mind the sound of my voice or my lack of enthusiasm. I will try to do my best. I randomly got cock smacked by a cold somewhere in the middle of the day today from like nowhere. So
don't you hate when that happens?
Dude, I was good all day, and then all of a sudden, just like this fucking head cold came on, and it's been kicking my ass for the last few hours, all through the pay-per-view. But that's what we're here to talk about: Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW Dynamite, and to smash or pass Survivor Series War Games, which Katie did not watch, but she's going to learn all about, and then she can go watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's my plan.
So we're going to spoil the fuck out of the show for her, and then see if she feels like watching it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably... let's be fair. I actually don't know if I'll still watch it, but we'll see.
We'll see. Before we get into all of that, though, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching us live. If you're watching us live over at twitch.tv/Creation World, where if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you have Prime Gaming, you take those two things, you link them together, like this, and then you get a free sub every month. That free sub you can give to your favorite Twitch streamer. Me. Just fuck it. Me. Just give it to me, please. God damn. You guys never listen to me. Yeah, I deserve it. I work so hard. I want you guys to love me. But you can also give it to Katie. You can give it to Will Gray and everyone over at Rivet City Radio or any of your favorite Twitch streamers to help show some support for all the hard work that they put in. When they come in on a Saturday night with a really bad head cold, feeling like shit, still trying to do their best to entertain you. Katie's done it a few times. She's even come and done my show a few times when she was sick. Still putting out content. So please support us, support them, support whoever it is you enjoy so that they can continue to keep making content. Or youtube.com/Creation World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Katie, what does that do?
Boost the algorithm, helps find new listeners.
And why is that importante?
Because you're a whore. You're a sick whore, but you're a whore.
I'm a whore with an STD right now.
Ridiculous.
Not literally. I do not. I'm clean bill of health, I promise. But
I'm clean.
You guys should treat me like the whore that I am. You should do all of those things, help boost our numbers, help boost the algorithm so more people can find us, and tell everyone you know that is into wrestling or horror or just nerd shit about everything. Smackin It Raw for your wrestling, getting off for your horror, and it's Creation World and the Creation Conversation for all that nerd-ish. Also, check out the Sheely Showcase where we punch mics on occasion for shits and giggles. Also, flick that bean for me. I love watching you flick that bean. Hit that notification bell. Get notified every time we go live, whether it is every Thursday. That isn't a holiday at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Every Saturday, roughly at 9 o'clock, depending on whether or not Katie has a concert and or a high school reunion
I'm busy.
to go to. She is. She's a busy, busy girl. And I remember this wallflower who had no friends but me. And now she's out here just like living life to her fullest, and we're happy for her. So we will go a couple minutes late so that she can have a social life because she deserves it. She works hard. That all being said, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, and every other Friday and or Sunday, depending on however it works out. Next one will be on Friday, December 6th, before getting off. Same time, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Pacific.
You're right.
Mathing right now.
Who are you? Me? Come on.
Al's texting me to let me know that they started Baldur's Gate, which I'm guessing means they won't be here. Vince has completely forgot the entire conversation that we had about SEO, search engine optimization, and why we do our titles the way we do them now. So that's that's a thing that's also going on right now.
I also thought he was going to be here.
I have no idea where the fuck he is. Why did you think he was going to be here?
Because he literally told me after Get Show, oh, we'll talk about a time to do the women's IC title thing after Smackin It Raw on Saturday.
He never told me he was coming. He has the link. He could be watching right now. Vince, where the fuck are you? Oh, I'm sorry, Steve. Steve, where are you?
Dave!
Anyway, Katie.
Yee.
Now that I have plugged all my holes, news and rumors.
Yes. Not much. And it's going to be basically the same shit you just heard on Wednesday because you did the show with me. Hi. Yes.
So, on Wednesday, we talked about Jade Cargil and her injury.
Yes.
Now, I have heard conflicting reports that she is not actually factually injured. And I will tell you this, Bianca Belair still had her tag title for the show tonight, so they have not been stripped of the tag titles. So
I'm just sick of people lying to me at this point. Like,
I understand that, dude. These dirt sheets are dirty.
Yeah, fuck these dirt sheets. Dirty ass motherfucker.
Just slide that in there. I have heard now she is not actually factually injured. She is just storyline injured. And as far as I have seen, they have not relinquished or had to relinquish the titles yet, but there's always Monday. So we'll see what happens.
There is always Monday. Okay. Well, that's fun. Love that. I was being lied to. Okay, we'll talk about the other stuff. First and foremost, Tony D'Angelo got married. Congrats to
Congratulations. Don. His dogs were the groomsmen.
That is the cutest thing.
Shout out to Bakley. I told him that we gave him a little special shout out at the end of the show, and then he sent me a message. It says NXT star Tony D'Angelo married girlfriend Isabella Borini this week with their dogs Charles and Cooper serving as the Don's groomsmen.
That's so cute. I honestly love that for them. Cute. Cute.
Shit, hold on.
What?
I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, by the way, and she is host of the She Leads Showcase Inside the Mind of In the Crowd, Storytime with Miss Katie Kinsey Bay, the Principessa of the Cafeteria. I think Justin called you a badass bitch.
Heartbreak Katie?
Heartbreak Katie was one of them. Baddest bitch of journalism or journaling? Yeah, maybe journaling. Like I think it was journaling. Yeah, because you journal.
Well, yeah. I actually, you bring that up. I completely forgot and then remembered last night. I wrote for my paper up at college for like a year, like on and off. So I was looking at all the articles I wrote. I was like, wow, look at me go. Look at me. Crazy.
Journalist. All right, back to you.
Yeah, I didn't even notice you didn't do that. And so, oopsie doodles. We talked about the 30 wrestlers under 30. I'm not going through that entire fucking list again. But number one was Dominic Mysterio. For those who are unawares. So, which I can't necessarily be mad at. You know, like, Dom's put in the work since he's been on the main roster. He gets heat. He gets a reaction. I can't be mad at it, you know?
I agree. However, I said the same thing, and I listened back to the episode, and even though you brought it up immediately after I said that, I'm going with Dom being number one, completely just ignored the fact that he is above Rhea Ripley, and that should not be a thing. Former women's champion, all the champions, Rhea motherfucking Ripley, definitely should be higher than Dominic Mysterio, but it's a male-dominated world, so that's why Hook is above Roxanne, and Dominic is above Rhea, and it's some bullshit.
Yeah. It is. It truly is. Rhea's always number one. She's number one in my heart. And that's all that really matters. Agree. And she's back here. Hanging out. As always.
With John Cole, baby.
Will you relax? Oh my god, I get to meet him next week. Yay! I'm very excited. And then this is the last thing I have because nothing else really matters, and I forgot to really like fully take notes this week. Lei Ying Lee, formerly known as Xia Li, has officially signed TNA.
So
no one else signed
somebody
with TNA.
else.
No one else. No one else has signed with TNA. No one else
Listen,
matters.
hold on. I told y'all about motherfucking. You guys were like, "Oh no, fucking Pete Wentz and his bullshit. It's the company you keep, and he is keeping that fucking company." Hashtag Ritter over Riddle.
I never said anything about Zach Wentz.
Pete Wentz. Fuck
Zach
that motherfucker.
Wentz. Zachary Wentz. Specifically. No, that's all I have.
All right. Monday Night Raw, because we got a lot to talk about for War Games. Damian Priest, Cuntertaker, bisexual, non-MAGA Undertaker, interrupted Gunther. He was doing an interview. Damian Priest like, bro, you're bitch made. And then he proved it by cross power bombing, or as WWE likes to call it, razor's edging, or as Matt Ritter likes to call it, sanctifying Gunther through the announce table. Spit or swallow?
It's a swallow. Priest, big goon. Priest backing up the shit he's talking. Goon not backing up the shit he's talking. Kind of just funny at this point because what are we doing? I have no problems with this. I've said it on numerous occasions. I like that we get this side of Priest again. I mean, it's at the expense of Goon looking like a bitch, but I like it.
We also had a little bit of Finn Balor backstage bitching about how Damian Priest is in this title match and blaming Dominic Mysterio and blaming everyone, blah, blah, blah.
Mr. There are no leaders, but I'm clearly the fucking leader.
Yeah.
Bitch.
We had Trouble in Paradise, Katie, as the good girlies argue about a fifth member. Bianca still says fuck Bayley despite being cool with Io, and Rhea doesn't give two shits who it is as long as she is the only one fisting Liv come War Games. Bianca versus Nia for the War Games advantage. Nia repeatedly tries to crush Bianca with her thighs, but Bianca prevails. Nia strips the turnbuckle, strips the announce table that doesn't break, but Bayley strips Nia of her dignity and the win, helping Bianca get that win. Not going to lie, that was kind of suspicious, but it didn't really play out into anything. So Bayley, as we will talk about come SmackDown, is now the fifth member. We still don't know who attacked Jade.
Oh, nothing was like...
Bianca's like, I'm going to find out. I bet it was one of those bitches, but did not.
Nothing came about it tonight?
No.
Okay.
Nobody came tonight. Especially not me.
Me either. No, I'm swallowing all of this. I love Bayley. I still don't see why Bianca is holding up this animosity towards Bayley when she's chill with Io now. And like Io was also part of that problem. So why Bianca just has beef with Bayley, I don't truly understand. But did you see what Bayley was wearing?
Oh, on
both
SmackDown?
nights?
Well, yes,
Both.
but more so on SmackDown.
Listen, the SmackDown fit, she has no right to look that fucking good. It's not fair to the rest of us.
It's
also,
really not.
I saw someone be like, oh, it's three baddies, Rhea and Bayley. Oh? All baddies. It is all baddies in that ring, always. So they were saying the baddies were Bianca, Naomi, Io. This is on SmackDown. And they're saying the baddies aren't Rhea and Bayley,
Listen,
which is
I have semi-slandered Bayley in the past.
Which is crazy.
Well, mostly about...
Which is crazy.
She looked amazing. She looks amazing. Head to toe, face and all.
The hair, the nose ring.
Wait till you see what Rhea was wearing tonight.
I can't wait. Can't wait.
American Made, this is specifically for you, continues its ongoing feud with Latinos as the Creeds take on Dragon Ball Lee and Raymond Mysterio. This time it's a tornado tag, so DP is legal at all times, which I know you're a big fan of. Because guys in American flag gear never fight fair, Chad Gable shows up, spins Ray's mask around, blinding him and costing him the match.
Which is so disrespectful, but so funny at the same time. It's like, why you gotta do that? There is no reason to do that. I didn't even write this one down. I completely forgot that this happened, I guess. Yeah. I kind of just want this feud to also be over.
Yeah.
See what else we can do.
It feels racist. It feels like Dominic Dijak is a cop racist.
Oh my god. I remember that. That was great. But yeah, just, I don't know. Spit it, I guess.
We talked about this on your show. They announced the women's IC title, and you were like, fuck yeah, women and their IC title. And I was like, yeah, but. And I'm still like, yeah, but, because you informed me. Because, like, I missed the announcement, and then I saw it on social media. I'm like, how the fuck did I miss this? And you're like, oh, yeah, they pre-taped it, and they just, which is disrespectful to, like, the nth fucking degree. You didn't even announce it live on the show. You pre-taped it, and then replayed it before the show. On top of the fact that you didn't even give us like a good reason as to why Adam Pearce was doing this, that Adam Pearce just came out and was like, you know what? The women deserve it, so we're going to give them the IC title, just like Nick Aldis said. But Nick Aldis did it 2 weeks earlier, and he's literally copying this man's homework and saying we're going to do a tournament to determine it, just like they did and announced 2 weeks earlier. Like, Adam Pearce has always been bad at his job and continues to be.
So why are you surprised?
Fuck Adam Pearce. The character.
Exactly.
Not Scrap Daddy. Scrap Daddy.
No. Yeah, Scrap Daddy's
all right.
I mean, women's IC belt. Yes.
You're still on the high about that. You don't give a fuck.
No, yeah. Women belts. Yes.
Okay.
Who let the dogs out?
Fucking scared me.
German Kendall. Kaiser's on a roll, but Sheamus pounds him from behind, causing the DQ. Then Braun and Sheamus start touching each other, but the refs make room for the Holy Ghost. This goes on through the break until Pearce comes out screaming and makes the match for Survivor Series. It is now a threesome. What do you like?
So, when Sheamus got involved, I was gonna put it as like a gargle because like I'm sick of these matches getting like interference. But Braun quite literally almost impaled himself on the announce table because Jesus Christ.
Oh.
They brawled for multiple minutes, separated multiple times, led to a triple threat. Swallow.
Okay. The New Day lose to the Oddities 2024. In their Dragon Ball Z gear, Woods is Goku Black, which is a bad guy, by the way.
I figured.
And now they are fighting backstage. Kofi says Woods is a fumbler, and that's why Woods never got to call the shots. Woods said he's the reason Kofi even became champion. Kofi says Woods was never good enough to be world champion. Kofi's like, you fumbled the fucking King of the Ring. Woods is like, you're a bitch. Kofi's like, you made a sex tape with Paige. Shit got crazy, dude.
No. They
what?
did not bring that up.
They did. They absolutely did. It was off air. It was in a pre-tape right after the Adam Pearce segment.
No, people were like,
must have missed it.
People were like, they better be careful if this is going to get brought up. And it was a picture of Woods with Paige, just like in a normal setting, not from that. Yeah. I was like, that's fucked up, guys.
Listen, Woods has always been a tag team wrestler.
No, this shit is disrespectful.
Come on, that was good. I'm sick, but that was good.
I'm going to write it down, I guess. I'm not happy about it, but I guess I'll write it. No, this shit hurt my feelings. I wasn't even there. It was not about me, not towards me in any way, shape, or form. They were hurting my feelings. There's a lot of low blows. Like,
a lot of low blows.
Nobody has brought up Kofi losing to Lego Monster in 6 seconds. And the first person to do it on TV is Woods.
Yeah.
That was not okay. Still not okay. Monday's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Yes. We're finally, supposedly, getting the New Day 10-year reunion on Monday.
Yes.
We'll see. Until it happens, I don't believe it. Scarlett is living out an episode of her YouTube show live. Carrion left her behind, and she's immediately jumped by Nikki Cross. Miz tried to stay behind, and they probably should have let him because Scarlett got fucked up. And when they found her, she was hysterical. Everyone has something to lose was written in lipstick on the mirror. She's freaking the fuck out. Wyatt Six got a little bit of payback.
This is a swallow. I liked this. As soon as they left her alone, I was like, "Oh, Scott's gonna get attacked." I thought she was also gonna get kidnapped.
I did too. And that's the thing is, like, I'm swallowing it, but also it's just the tip. So
Nothing wrong with just the tip sometimes.
I disagree.
I'm just saying.
Anything from Monday Night Raw that wasn't good enough for Ritter.
I'm spinning Judgment Day and War Raiders because the War Raiders should be tag champions. Fuck Judgment Day.
Fair.
That was it.
Okay. NXT. Ridge Holland comes out to the Chase U theme to Big Boo's, cuts a short promo with all of the charisma of a wooden shoe. Special guest fluffer for next week is Eric Bischoff as he looks to get a rise out of Trick and Ridge.
I'm spinning Ridge Holland because this is all we can do. But I am intrigued about Bischoff's involvement in this now.
Which all I've seen is negativity, and it drives me nuts. Like, why? About Bischoff? Like, yeah, just people should. Bischoff shits on Tony Khan, so there's a large group of the fan base who, because Bischoff shits on Tony Khan, shits on Eric Bischoff for everything he does and says, and he only has 82 good weeks in him, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, you people all need to get a fucking life and the job, perhaps. But I have no issue with Bischoff doing this. I mean, he's been on AEW TV before, and he's allowed to shit on the product if he's seen it firsthand. I'm just... Why are we bringing Bischoff in, and what is going to happen? It's not even like a negativity thing. I'm just genuinely curious.
Oh, speaking of what you just said, it should have been in News and Rumors, but I saw something, I'm not 100% sure, but I saw something that said WWE has trademarked Edge. Speaking of people who have been at AEW and are allowed to talk shit, we'll see if that means anything.
You think you know him? I don't think we do. I guess
we will see. Thank the old gods and the new, Katie. Ethan Page defeats Axiom to qualify, which made me happy, and then immediately they upset me because Ethan talks about everyone doubting his ability. Frazier brags about being a 1-minute man, then gets tricked into insulting Axiom. Wes Lee says Frazier can be a speed fucker. Ethan can brag about his oral skills, but then he's interrupted by Javon, who's interrupted by OTM, who causes a tag team orgy. And in the end, what do we find out? We find out that we are getting a last chance fatal 4-way, right? Mm-hmm. At some point, as these tag teams are brawling, Ava's out there trying to fix shit, and Eddie Thorpe's like, Ava, and she's like, bitch, I gave you what the fuck you wanted. Leave me alone. He's like, but Ava, no, leave me the fuck alone. But Ava, and then Ava gets hit by a door. And it's all Eddie Thorpe's fault. And Shawn Michaels comes out and starts shoving him into walls and sticking fingers up his butt and threatening him. Nope. So probably won't be in the Fatal 4-Way, which is my only hope, because the fact that Obafemi is not in this match has me very upset.
So I have the entire thing as a garble between the match of Axiom and Ethan Page, because again, why are tag team wrestlers doing this? The tag team brawls, which I still think are fun, because yeah, fist fight everywhere. It's funny. Ava being a good GM and giving the people what they want, as in, oh, you lost your match to get into this match? Here's another chance. But no, Eddie Thorpe wants to bitch and complain about it and put his hands on Ava. Like, don't grab her wrist like that.
Consent.
Like, grabbing her like he's grabbed women like that before. No. You don't do that to a lady. And then, because of his irresponsible actions, she gets hit with a door. And then HBK, being the good commissioner, what are we calling him?
Knows what he is.
The commissioner of NXT, being the good commissioner that he is, pushes this man against the wall and says, "Fuck you, I will end you, don't touch her." So he doesn't deserve to be in this fatal four-way. He ruined it.
So put in Oba, because he should have been in this from the get-go, and I don't know. Listen, this Iron Survivor Series match without Oba Femi fucking sucks. Plain and simple.
But like it I still think this is what I think is going to happen. He's going to come out after Trick and Ridge and challenge Trick.
I have zero interest in Wesley versus Nathan Frazier versus Ethan Page versus Javon Evans versus Axiom, I'd assume. Or who? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, no. That men's Iron Survivor. And listen, nothing against Wesley, nothing against Javon Evans, nothing against Ethan Page, everything against Nathan Frazier and Axiom, because you're a tag team and you got a tag team title match. Go do tag team things. But like, that is just not a match that intrigues me. And we've talked about how weak that men's division is. We need to do something, NXT. Your women's division is the best in the world. Your men's division is ass.
Yeah, the women's division has been kicking ass in NXT, and like the men's division will continue to suck. I mean, Oba might get put in, but at this point, I don't know.
Ren Sinclair sticks her nose up Lola's business and finds herself in a fight she cannot win. Charlie Dempsey also shaved his flavor saver.
I don't think I noticed that, actually.
I did.
I did not. Ren's dumb. Talk shit, get hit multiple times. Like,
over and over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fatal Attraction, pick on Tatum. You know why?
Why?
Because JC Jane is a fake ass bitch.
Tatum does say JC's past will haunt her, and then a hand with a rose tattoo reached down and pick up a doll with orange hair, and the internet went dumb because they're like, "Who could that be?"
We knew.
She makes the save as well from the 3-on-1 assault. Fatal Attraction after the match, jumping Tatum. Out comes Gigi Dolan. Listen, Halloween colors, orange and black. Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan, orange and black. I'm here for all of this. Give it to me.
Yes, but also I'm gargling all this because Tatum should have won.
It was Fallon's open challenge versus Tatum to retain, or Fallon retained. Also, I noticed Gigi was dressed up like Lita. She had baggy pants, a mesh overshirt. They did a really nice tandem drop kick together. It was good shit.
It was good spooky girl shit.
Her taste in men is fucking awful, but her outfit, her attire of choice was fantastic.
I mean, it always has been, though. So, like, you know?
Yep. Tony D'Angelo versus Sean Spears. We mentioned all the tag team bullshit, which had Stax and Luca busy. They had their hands full of men in the parking lot and backstage. So it's just ringside Rizzo for support. Nico, Brooks, and Spears all fuck on the Don like some bitches.
Yeah.
And I'm not happy about any of what I saw. I don't blame Stax and Luca.
They were busy.
They were busy. I understand.
They were taking care of business.
Fuck Sean Spears.
Hey.
No.
No.
Fuck Sean Spears.
No.
Hey. Fuck Sean Spears.
Hey, forget about it. No. I just don't like the way the three of them was looking at Rizzo. That had me a little suspicious. That I don't like.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Speaking of suspicious, Andre
Okay.
Chase packs his shit up, doesn't even make it off campus before he is propositioned for his new career as a prostitute.
No.
Right there on school grounds.
No. Not what happened.
Can you explain to me what you saw? Because that's what I saw. I saw him packing
I-
up his shit, and then I heard, "Hey, Andre, how much for a ZJ?"
No. You're adding things that didn't happen.
I don't do that, Katie.
Yes, you do. All of the
Don't.
time.
Never.
Liar. No, I am curious. Whose voice was that?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Who wants to fuck Andre Chase?
Stop. A lot of people, probably. Realistically.
We also had a women's qualifier, Julia getting the win over Kalani. I heard a lot of talk about wrestling soulmates and whether Julia and Stephanie are wrestling soulmates or if Kalani and Julia were after this match. It was a good match. Julia, she's in. Zaria's in. Stephanie's in. Soul's in. And then we got to qualify, hopefully, Core Jade. But I'll take Kalani as well. Or Miss Parker. Like, pretty much anybody in that match. I'm okay
Anyone
with.
but Ren.
Which is crazy, right? Because there's not a single person in the men's Iron Survivor that I want to see qualify for that last spot. But I'll take any woman you fucking throw at me for that last spot in the women's.
Except Ren.
I'll even take Ren. She ain't going to win, but I'll
needs
take
some pins.
Ren.
Yeah, she needs
Yeah.
some pins.
She can need a pin.
Yeah, it's Julia and Kalani absolutely smoked shit. Like, that was awesome. Good for them. I loved it.
Was there anything from NXT that was not good enough for Ritter that you would like to talk about?
No, that was everything I had.
That was everything she had, ladies and
That was
gentlemen.
everything
All right.
I had.
Say what?
AEW. Hurt people, or whatever MVP said. Benjamin scores on Briscoe in the
Hurt people, or whatever the fuck MVP said.
Shelton Benjamin scores over Mark Briscoe in the IHOP Intercontinental International Breakfast. Intercontinental.
Oh, what the fuck did you call it last year?
It was the IHOP Intercontinental or Red Robin.
No, not Hungry Man Champion. That's the other one.
What does fucking IHOP call their breakfast?
I don't know. I don't go to IHOP. You said like continental breakfast.
Maybe it's just continental.
I think it's like the IHOP Red Robin Continental Breakfast something.
Yeah, the Red Robin, IHOP, whatever. The Continental Breakfast Classic.
We got there.
The Red Robin Tournament, International House of Pancakes, Continental Breakfast Classic Tournament. Max Caster does what Max Caster does best. Fucks around and finds out. Swerve made sure he found out after that House on Fire line.
Thank you, Swerve, for your service. For beating the shit out of Max Caster, that dumb bitch.
Oh, we're gonna talk about a dumb bitch right now.
Okay.
Resting Brickface proves with just 2 sentences why, when she said she wasn't signing with WWE because she was too good for the PC, that she was wrong. Mercedes, getting loud boos and shut the fuck ups, tries to fire her, but she quits. Tells Mercedes to go fuck herself with one arm, which,
yeah,
if you've ever tried to fuck yourself with one arm, it's not easy.
Never mind. I was gonna say some stuff, and I stopped myself. I had it as a gargle because fuck Mercedes, because she's annoying as hell. And I was like, okay, Camille got rid of her, or got away from her. Maybe they'll do something. But I have a feeling they're not going to do anything with this.
No.
And at this point, I don't even care.
Yeah. We have our obligatory Jericho spit.
100%.
Tony tries to interview Hangman. Shivani, not Khan. Tries to interview Hangman, but a man that only had a mustache and an attitude problem added a limp to the list of his possessions. He is angry. He wants to add Stone Cold Steve Cincinnati's belt to that list as well. Basically tells Christian to go fuck himself. Gets mocked by Swiss Cheese and the Death Road by the Death Riders. He tries to drop Marina, but gets cuddled to sleep by Stone Cold Steve Cincinnati and then stomped the fuck out.
I love Diego Luna. Hey, listen. We were like, oh, who's next? Like, what? When Orange Cassidy inevitably loses because we can't have nice things, who's next? Jay White is a former champion, not in AEW, but a former world champion. Hangman with his evil mustache and his attitude issues. We're not talking about Darby because, like, he's not in this equation. We have options. But will they use those options? Probably.
Not. Sorry, Katie. The weird bromance between Adam Cole, Jaundice Cole, and Kyle O'Reilly continues. Both want to fuck MJF and can't decide who gets to go first. So MJF says, no, nobody gets to fuck me. As a matter of fact, there is the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal coming up. And they're like, all right, well, if we can't fuck you, then we'll fuck 11 guys that look like you.
I don't think that's how that works.
So they both enter the Battle Royal. Adam Cole first, Kyle O'Reilly second. And for the 7th year in a row, or however long AEW's been around doing this, more than likely MJF leaves with the Dynamite Diamond ring.
Remember when that got stolen and they had to, like, play it off? Yeah. Good times. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Kyle O'Reilly. Just let Adam Cole do his thing. I don't know what to tell you, Kyle. Like, the fuck?
I love you. I hate you. I love you. I hate you. I love you. I hate you.
I also just realized that I was still on news and rumors this entire time.
Queen Aminata loses to Jamie Hayter, and after the match, Julia cock teases us, but we're left with blue balls because she doesn't actually. This wasn't even just the tit. This was like she unzipped her pants but didn't pull it out.
This was like a silhouette, like behind like a curtain in like a movie, and so like you don't get to see anything, but like she took stuff off. That's what that was. But the match with Queen Aminata and Jamie Hayter, amazing.
Good shit.
As always.
Last but not least for me, Mariah wants Mina and proves it with extreme BDSM during an interview by bashing her in the back of the head.
Hey, Allison's here.
Hi, Allison.
I like this, but I also feel like something's gonna happen.
You're still holding out for Tony Storm, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't do the thing where the screen flashes black and white for a split second and then not do anything with it. I pay attention.
Unless, of course, it was an accident and AW production fucked up.
Half the fucking screen?
Yeah. Maybe somebody hit a button they weren't supposed to push.
Nope. Mm-mm.
For half a second.
Nope. Liars.
Anything from AEW that was not good enough for Ritter that you want to talk about?
Who did? Oh, I didn't write it down, but I forgot, and I actually liked it. Brody King. Brody King. That one. Beat Darby. So that's a plus.
I turned that off so that I could.
I know. You turned it off so you could do my show.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Even though your show was... Yeah, that's what I was doing. That's right. Yeah.
See? You're welcome.
Yeah. I was doing your show.
But Brody won, and then Claudio came out with a chair and wanted to hurt Darbert Allen, but Brody King stepped in the ring with a chain wrapped around his fist because Brody versus Claudio next week. Let's let Brody win the whole fucking thing. How about that?
Okay.
If you're not going to put Malachi in it, and you have Brody in it for the second year, have Brody win.
Okay.
Say what I said. And Claudio and Ricochet was a good match too. But like, we've seen that on TV many a time.
Those two things happen.
Yep.
All right. SmackDown. I mentioned it already. Bayley is officially replacing Jade on Team Baddest Bitches. I'm starting to think that maybe you're right. Maybe someone's right, and maybe Bianca smashed Jade. Because her demeanor and her attitude and the whole thing on Friday just felt suspicious.
It was her and Naomi.
They all show off their oral skills, except for Bayley. And then Team Everybody Else shows up. Nia spits facts about Bianca and her team. She's like, listen, you didn't even like Bayley till fucking Monday. And Io fucked you guys up and also turned on Bayley. So, like, how are you guys all going to get along when none of you people like each other? But, okay, cool. Like, all the stuff we've been saying that they haven't said on TV, Nia said on TV. Liv and Rhea start making out and forget everyone else is in the room. Team Everybody Else goes to leave, and the Baddest Bitches pounce. Security then comes out to make room for the Holy Spirit. Always
have to make room for the Holy Spirit. Jesus. Yeah, no, I liked this. You can see, and this is probably what you mean by like Bianca's demeanor and everything. After Olivia was talking shit, being like, "Oh, Bayley's only in there," and like weird how Bayley's in there now, and she had to take Jade out, blah 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 blah, making assumptions, accusations, if you will. And Bianca's face, at Pam of all people, disrespectful. Pam with the yams. She would never. And then Bianca is like starting looking at her and like questioning things. Bianca, it was you or Naomi. I don't know what this is. Like, one of yous did it. Bayley didn't need to do it. She was fine with Jade being in the match. She showed the most concern out of the three of them when Jade was taken off in the ambulance. Like,
agreed. You know what's got me like that, Katie? WWE, and I'd go as far as even saying mainstream wrestling's lack of ability to follow the lore that is the different colored mists. We've talked about this before.
Yes, I will.
Shinsuke Nakamura spit venom, straight up venom, the symbiote, directly into the eyes of LA Knight. And per the lore, LA Knight should be blind. Not blind dead, blind for a while. Is he? No. Do they ever look at the mist that Asuka uses or Shinsuke uses and then use the lore to, know? And I am a lore whore, all right? We love the lore. So I know these things. And I am very disappointed. Because I think when Julia was using the mist, she had a few different colored mists and they weren't doing those properly either.
No, I think Malachi and Julia have just used Black Mist.
But were their opponents blinded? All of them. Julia was, but I think she was the only one.
Pac.
Okay.
Pac was.
Fuck you, AEW. Or WWE.
I was like, whoa, AEW actually did it. Sorry. Damn.
Thick brain.
Thick brain.
Nakamura defeats Andrade, spits in LA Knight's face. As we said, it was the Black Mist, so he should be blind, but he isn't. WWE disappoints the lore whores again.
Yeah, but like, it was kind of cool. I like Shinsuke's new music. Slaps.
Yeah.
I like it.
Tommaso. Tommy Ciampa. Is PMSing hard. Methinks he might be a tad jealous of Johnny's love for Alex Shelley.
Tommaso Ciampa needs to relax. Like, I get it. Like, you guys want you want your titles back, but like, calm down. Like, don't be mad. I don't understand. Just fight Johnny Gargano at this point. Like, Jesus Christ. We know it's what it's leading to.
Yep.
Aye.
Kevin Owens makes really good arguments as to why Cody sucks. However, 2 of those arguments Cody wasn't even in the fucking company for. So,
True.
like, I get why you're like, oh, they did this to me, and you still back them up, but, like, he wasn't there. The third one, he was in the building and could have done something and didn't. So, like, I will give Kevin that.
Yeah.
He said that the American Nightmare is going to turn into the Canadian Dream.
Ooh.
Then we had Cody versus him, which apparently stands for he is mid because this man cannot win a match on the main roster to save his life. After talking all of that shit.
It's because they're putting him... it's like it's either an interference or, like... we had like that best of 7 shit, but then even that turned into shenanigans. And then now you have him against the champion. Like, they're not gonna have him win, which is put him in NXT. Let's run him and Trick again one more time. Fuck it, we ball.
Roman Reigns and CM Punk kick off this face-to-face already in a bad mood because CM Punk is running a little bit late, and then he's like, I don't have a lot of time, and Roman's like, way to show up late when you don't have time. But they fight over who loves Paul Heyman better. Paul says there's enough of him to go around. They agree to share him for one night and one night only. Roman's like, all right, and after this I owe you one. And Punk's like, no, you don't owe me one. Paul owes me one. And then Punk leaves, and Roman's like, what does he mean by that? And Paul's like, Punk leaves. And then Roman looks at Paul and he's like, what does he mean by that? What are you going to owe him? He goes, hey, you know what? Let's just get through the match first. We have all the time in the world to talk about that. It's not important, Roman. I still love you. Very fishy. Very, very fishy.
I told you shady shit was happening with Paul. And the Heyman custody battle proved that. Like, shit's shady here.
It must have been a full moon on a pre-taped SmackDown because the Samoan Werewolf was out for blood as he devoured Sheamus Uso to gain the advantage in War Games.
I mean, it only made sense. Like, the girlies that everyone wants had the advantage. So the bloodline, the OG bloodline, therefore had to not have the advantage. You can't have both good teams get the advantage. That's not fair.
Yep. Last but not least for SmackDown, Mi Chin is the only woman in the all-women menage a trois to finish. Lash comes close but couldn't climax. Piper couldn't either. And now Chelsea Green has to face Mi Chin possibly one more time in her bid to become the first ever Women's United States Champion.
See, and I wanted Michin to be in this contention as well, in this talk, as she should. Also, shout out to Piper Niven and Lash Legend. 2 beautiful, strong women kicking ass, taking
Lash
names.
was a surprise.
She was filling in for Jade because Jade got cartoon thrown against a car windshield.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago. Yeah, it happens. Lash has been killing it for a while now. And I hope this showed people that she's amazing.
Dude, she was a cunt hair away from winning. What?
Why are you the way you are?
Because if I wasn't, nobody would watch this show.
Fair.
You got anything else from SmackDown you want to talk about?
No, I think that quite literally is everything that happened on SmackDown.
Did you watch Rampage or Collision?
No, but I do know that Harley Cameron or Harley Graham, her luchadora. I know her and Thunder Rosa had a match, and that was probably amazing.
Probably, because she's the best.
She's so funny. All right, tell me about the entire pay-per-view that I missed.
Smash or Pass.
I got it. Hold on.
Survivor Series. War Games. Another pay-per-view where we have a 2-hour pre-show with 0 matches before we get into the actual show. But I knew it this time, so I didn't sit through the whole fucking thing.
See?
Then we kicked off with both the national anthem for the United States as well as Canada, because we're in Ontario. And then we play video packages, and then we do a really long entrance for all of the women in the Survivor Series match, but it is War Games. And we kick off with Bayley and Nia. Naomi brought a toilet seat that Nia made her wear, but then she returned the favor and makes Nia eat her ass in the corner while wearing said toilet seat. Stink face.
I feel like I saw like a gif of that. Okay.
Candice steals Tiffany's time. As Tiffany was about to walk out of the cage, Candice bumped in front of her, went in first. Moonsaults onto Bayley on a table made of chairs. Bianca brings real wood and a fire extinguisher as she brings the first table. Will swallows Baldur's Gate 3. Nia and Spanish Rachel destroy all of Team Rhea before Rhea gets out there. Rhea, who is wearing this dope, it's like a skull, like a half skull face mask with horns that are like the strap on the back of the head.
She's the demon in your dreams.
So she's wearing that. Is about to get gangbanged 4-on-1, so she gets more tables, penetrates the defenses, but ends up getting jumped. When it's Liv's turn to finally come in, Rhea has cleared house, and Rhea's like, come on, bitch, let's go. Now it looks like Liv's running away, but instead she goes in the back to get her baseball bat. Rhea takes off the protective mask mid-match. But she gets triple teamed and held down so that Liv can beat her with the bat. She almost gets handcuffed, but is saved. Io does the trash can salt while Tiffany also swantons off of the top of the cage at the same damn time, clearing out all women in either ring.
Very nice.
Spanish Rachel gets cuffed to the ropes with said handcuffs, while Io is spraying Tiffany with a fire extinguisher, stopping her from cashing her money in the bank that she hid in a trash can that she threw in the ring, as she debated who she was going to cash in on.
Okay. That's actually kind of smart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tiffany.
Naomi and Bianca powerbomb Nia through a table together. Liv hits a code breaker with a steel chair into Rhea's face. No mask.
This bitch doesn't get away from Rhea's face.
Rhea hits a top rope riptide through a table for the pin. Team Rhea wins the match, and nothing happens except for Io Sky jumped onto Rhea, wrapped her legs around her, hugged her, and then they wiggled on each other a little bit.
It's because they're War Games amigos. They've been on the same team and against each other, I believe. But see, everyone was like, "Oh no, the team with the 2 women's champions is going to win." No, the fuck they weren't. Why did no one believe me? Like, you might have the 2 women's world champions. That don't mean shit. Like, of course, Rhea's team won. Duh. You know what? Good for Rhea. And if Liz hits her face one more time, I'm a flip. Don't touch her face.
In a samurai getup, Shinsuke Nakamura comes to the ring to challenge LA Knight for the U.S. title and wins. New United States champion for, I believe, the 3rd time. Women's War Games, Smash or Pass. It's a smash for me. So,
it's a smash.
Before we do this, I put it out on social media that I forgot to mention. So I'm watching this, and there were some early spots with Bianca, Naomi, and Nia in the ring where they were like throwing chairs and trying to hit each other, and they were like missing, and it looked bad, right? And I'm getting extra judgy. However, my daughter is next to me just screaming her little head off for Bianca. Just so fucking happy. Let's go, Bianca. Yay, Bianca.
Wow, she had her 2 favorite women's wrestlers on the same team.
She did.
I love that for her. She deserved that.
And it reminded me that wrestling, a lot of us became fans of wrestling when we were children. that wrestling probably is primarily for children, and not to be so analytical about, oh, this move looked terrible and they did this and they did that, and just let myself get sucked into what's going on like my daughter did, because that's how you enjoy wrestling.
Zoe teaching us the ways.
She did. I'm also sick, so that might be it. New US champ, Smash or Pass?
Smash. Fuck LA Knight. He was doing nothing with that title.
True. We get a commercial for True Classic Tees from Otis, Tozawa, and Maxine. So
Okay.
Otis is in a locker room, and Tozawa's trying to get him to come out, and he won't come out. And Maxine then pulls out the T-shirts and talks about how they're tight around the bicep, but they're loose in the midsection. So, you won't be embarrassed wearing them, and it makes you look good, and this and that. And then they hand Tozawa a shirt, she hands Tozawa the shirt, who hands it to Otis. Otis then puts it on and comes out, and then we pan away to see that Otis is Winnie the Poohing the T-shirt, censored, and then he walks off with pixelated butt.
What are we doing? What the fuck?
Sex sells, especially Otis.
I mean, sure. Yeah. Oh, I know what you're getting.
No, it's Smash or Pass. I'm waiting on you.
Oh, pass, because what the fuck?
Okay. Next up.
Who let the dogs out?
Oh, see, now you use the other one.
Braun Breaker retains his IC title over Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser. Sheamus was so close to winning. I really wanted Sheamus to win. Kaiser grabs the ref, pulls him out after Sheamus hit the kick. Sheamus goes out, gets beat to shit by the shillelagh. Kaiser comes in, fight start. Braun spears both of them. And Sheamus retains his title.
Damn, even Sheamus too?
Well, Sheamus was fucked up in the ribs from the shillelagh and was holding his ribs, and then got up, and he was the last one to get speared. He did not get speared nearly as hard as Kaiser got speared, though. Like,
Well, yeah, because Kaiser is also like this big. So, like, why can't Sheamus just win the IC title? He gets so close. What did Bo say?
I'm hoping to be a mind flayer. Truth be told, life would be easier as a mindless being. So, I know way more about Baldur's Gate than I should. Basically, the story is like you're fighting a mind flayer, but you're also kind of possessed, and you have the choice at some point to become one, and then you have different paths once you become one. If you watch Stranger Things, you know what a mind flayer is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I watched all of Stranger Things. Season 5 coming soon.
Arguably the best match on the card.
Undertaker
versus Gunther.
I mean, not really surprised.
They tore it down, and then Finn Balor shows up, hits the coup de grace on Damian Priest outside of the ring from the steps to the floor. Gunther shows up, knocks the living dog shit out of Finn, picks up Priest, throws him in the ring, puts on the submission. Priest is big spooned to sleep. Gunther gets the win.
If Finn doesn't get his Irish ass out of Damien's business, this is done. Priest beat all y'all. Why are you still obsessed with this man? Get out of his business and focus on your own shit, Fergal. I'm sick of this. Because Damien, this is twice now that Finn Balor has cost Damien the title against the same person.
To be fair, though, we did get hints that this was going to be a thing with Finn being jealous that Damian Priest got into the match and talking shit on Monday. So, like, I wasn't surprised, and storyline-wise, even though I kind of wish that the Damian Priest Judgment Day shit was over, it does make sense. So,
I'm just sick of Finn getting in this business. It's like,
and
no,
hopefully
focus on your group. That sucks.
Gunther gets his fucking mojo back, and this isn't like I needed help to defeat Damian Priest, so he sinks further into the Great Depression. like we're about to, economically.
Wow. Okay, way to just bring the mood down, bro.
Well, I'm going to bring it back up because it is now Bloodline Civil War Games.
Woo.
They played both the Ozzy and the T-Pain version of War Games or War Pigs.
Okay. War Games?
Yeah. So basically, the new Bloodline dominated until Roman got in. We started off with Tama Tonga and Jey Uso, and then Bronson Reed was in next, and then Jimmy came in, and then Tonga Loa was going to come in, and fucking Solo's like, no. Jacob, go handle business. And Jacob was a fucking monster in this match.
Not the Samoan werewolf.
This is the new Bloodline that I've wanted to see from the beginning. Like, they destroyed everyone would come in and they'd get like their little bit of offense, and then Jake would just like knock somebody down to size, or Bronson would knock somebody down to size. And then it was domination. Same thing. CM Punk was getting ready to go. Roman stopped Punk. Let Sammy go.
Oh, what the fuck is Sammy gonna do?
Then Roman was gonna go after Tonga Loa, and Punk nudged past him and ran out and left Roman in the cage last. Roman was not happy about that.
Oh my god.
Solo was last for his team.
Of course.
He's talking shit. He grabs a lock, throws it in the ring. After they dominate everyone, they got all Team Roman down, all OG Bloodline down. He puts a chain around the door and tells Roman, yeah, you ain't getting in here. The match ain't starting. You're on my time now, bitch. So Roman goes, tries to open the door. He can't. He has to climb up over the cage and into the ring and fight everybody off as he gets down. Him and CM Punk have a few issues throughout the until Paul Heyman comes down. He's like, guys, listen. You guys, I have two holes, all right? Like, come together over me, and let's win this. They're also, you see people cutting the chain off the door, and I'm guessing they came down with Paul. Paul had something to do with that.
Probably.
Roman then dodges a Samoan spike, goes for a spear. Solo steps out of the way. Punk gets speared. Bronson Reed then goes for a tsunami off the top of the cage, but CM Punk pulls Roman Reigns off the table and saves him, at which point Roman decides, okay, you're cool, and helps CM Punk up and shakes his hand. Because when Roman finally did get in the ring and cleared shit, he picked everyone on his team up but CM Punk and left him on the ground. After like Paul Heyman came out and was like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of being hit with a tsunami off the top. You said off the top of the cage?
Off the top of the cage through a table. And Bronson got all of the table.
Oh,
no. All table, no Roman.
Okay, I'll write that out too. No, like that image alone, like I'm tensing up, like thinking about it. Oh God. Okay.
We had an Uso splash from Jimothy to Jacob through a table off the top of the cage. So Jimmy got his splash onto Jacob through it. And then to close out the match, Solo was all alone, surrounded by 5 guys, not the restaurant, and they run a finisher train. Super kick, haluva kick, GTS, spear, pin.
Oh, wow, so both sets of good guys won.
Theoretically, if you count the OG Bloodline as good guys, then yes.
Compared to Temu Bloodline, yes, they're good guys. I'm sorry, one team has normal people, the other team has a werewolf. So, I'm sorry, a snow werewolf. They're bad guys. He's a monster.
I listen, if Frankenstein taught us anything, the monster isn't always the bad guy. Sometimes
Jacob is crazy.
Jacob was fucking like CM Punk hit this man with a fucking toolbox, and he kipped up and did his shit and pounded CM Punk. Like,
he's not. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not human. Like, he is a werewolf. Like, ain't
That
no
wasn't
way.
the only time he no-sold some fucking weapon shit and got up and fucked somebody up. Like, he's a fucking beast. After the match,
okay,
things got a little weird. They convinced Roman that this would not have happened without CM Punk's help. Roman shook CM Punk's hand. They all stepped up in the cage to do the bloodline thing, but CM Punk did this and posed like this.
Same thing they did on SmackDown. Yeah.
And then they all left. And CM Punk went out and hugged Paul Heyman and said, when I need that favor, I will get a hold of you. And then he walked away, and the rest of the bloodline came out. And then Roman hugged Paul Heyman. And then they walked up the rampway, and CM Punk had already gone to the back. And then they stopped. And then CM Punk came back out and met with them. And they all posed on the rampway again. Same thing, holding the ones up. CM Punk like squeezed his way through and held it until we went away. But like he walked to Gorilla, and somebody was like, "No, Punk! Like you're supposed to still. We need another shot.
Get back out there.
Are you posing? Can you please?" So,
yeah, that's weird. Oh, so no returns, no debuts, not this year.
Nothing. And I was waiting too. Like for both War Games matches, I thought we were getting something. There was a point when they were getting ready to run that train on Solo, where Sammy was like, he's got his feet all busy, and he keeps looking at Roman, and then looking at Solo, and looking at Roman. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be Sammy. Oh, it's gonna be Sammy. He didn't do it.
Sammy is the definition of like this. Like this is Sami Zayn. Just like, I don't know, guys. That's Sami Zayn.
Yeah. So
damn. Okay,
overall,
so
it was a smash for me.
No one turned. We didn't really get hints about Jade.
Nothing. We did get Winnie the Pooh Otis though.
Okay, but for who wanted that?
Winnie the POTUS.
I hate you so much. I'll write it down.
I know you will.
Okay, I was like, how the fuck do I write this? Okay, good enough. From what I was told, Smash.
Okay.
I feel like...
Does it sound like something you want to go watch?
I probably watch. I have nothing else to do tomorrow. I'll probably watch it tomorrow.
At least I know you want to see Shinsuke get the win.
Of course.
Gunther versus Priest is good to watch until
Finn Balor shows up. Bitch. Got it.
The women's War Games, like I said, it started off a little rough. There were a couple, but like if you can not let that stuff bother you and just kind of, especially once Rhea gets in there and Rhea starts doing her thing, like it's all fucking worth it.
It's because it's mommy. That's why.
It's fun shit. And then the men's War Games was really fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it was a really good PLE after all, or overall, not after all. I had a feeling it was going to be good, especially like the addition of the IC title match, the US title match, Winnie the POTUS, whatever the fuck they were doing with that. No, it like this is one of the times I was like, damn, I actually had to go like do things and I couldn't watch pay-per-view live. That sucks. But I went to do things. But I'll watch it.
You did. And we ran through this actually pretty quick, more than likely because I'm sick and I wasn't trying to drag it out. But I think we did.
Don't like fun.
I don't like fun, and also I'm gonna go take some NyQuil and pass the fuck out because I'm supposed to feel good enough to go see Moana 2 tomorrow, and I don't know if that's gonna happen. So
Moana, that'll be fun though.
Huh?
I said that will be fun though.
If I go, I might just buy tickets for those two and let them go.
I mean,
stay home in bed all day.
You can.
Yeah.
That's allowed.
But, Smash Survivor Series. It was an enjoyable pay-per-view. Nothing crazy happened, but it was just a good product despite the fuck finish of the world title match. Enjoyed the shit out of it. So
yeah, I'm excited to watch it tomorrow. And like I can just like, I don't have to take notes for it. I can just like relax and watch it. That's all.
And Phil didn't get hurt as far as I know. He wasn't holding any body parts. Jacob did. Jacob did a moonsault and like
no.
missed Phil and hit his knee and was limping for the rest of the match. So I don't know if that was kayfabe or not. But they're like, oh, he's normally so precise. I can't believe they made it sound like he missed it and not that Punk moved. So I don't know what happened there.
I mean, he was like remember when he was in a boot for like 2 weeks and he came in and was still like super kicking people with a boot is disrespectful on so many levels, and I still don't understand why they let him do that.
But all right, Katie, let everyone know where they can find you.
That's me. You can follow me on Twitter, KatieWrestling13, Linktree in my bio to get everything She Elite Showcase, twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase, and youtube.com/She Elite Showcase. Typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. It will be Thursday again this week and Thursday going forward. Matt was on the latest episode with me on Wednesday night. We did our little Thanksgiving episode. We're very thankful for people. You can hear all about it towards the end. Matt says some very nice things about all of our friends. I say nice things about our friends all the time. Every chance I get. So it was Matt's turn to say nice things about our friends on another platform. Mine. What else? I was on the latest episode of Young Kings Wrestling. You can check that out. I was on the latest episode of Get Show, where we did Pixar versus DreamWorks War Games, basically. My teams were incredible, I'm just saying. And I'm here.
You guys can follow me at Matt Ridders, at MATTRIDDR. No, you can't, because I shut Twitter down. That's not a thing anymore. You don't go there. It does not exist. So if you do go there, you're not, I mean, you'll find the page,
it's there, but you don't go
I'm
on
not
it.
checking it. I'm not logging in. I'm not updating it. However, everywhere else, Threads, Instagram, Blue Sky, and TikTok at Smackin It Raw, I am updating and active there, so come follow me there, all at Smackin It Raw. As I said, December 6th, so in 6 days, Friday, December 6th, in 6 days, we will be back. We are watching Ginger Snaps, and Katie's going to have a bunch of news and rumors for me. I still need to make trivia before we do it on the 20th. So hopefully I feel better real soon so I can get that done. I'm also working on stairs in my house, and that's kind of
okay.
Yeah, I'm redoing all the stairs. But anyway, those you can look forward to for Getting Off for the final 2 episodes of Getting Off. As far as Smackin It Raw goes, we have next week, which is the 7th, and then the 14th. Our last episode of the year will be the 21st. And then after that, we will see you after the new year. For Katie Wrestling, Hater Tot, Heartbreak Katie, I am the patron saint of podcast and Warden Matt Ritter. This has been your #1 wrestling podcast, formerly on Pornhub.